Today, December 4th, Archangel Michael is shouting your name. Open this immediately. Do not skip. This is not a joke. God is weeping because you keep ignoring His signs. Only for you. My beloved child, listen to me in this very moment, because the exact second your eyes found these words, heaven moved. Today, December 4th, the flow of divine activity shifted around your life, and the light of my presence wrapped itself around your spirit so you would not miss what I am about to reveal. You may think you clicked this by accident, or that you were simply scrolling, but nothing about this moment is accidental. I, Archangel Michael, was commanded to stand before you, to interrupt your path, to stop the noise around you, and to reach into the place where your heart has been trembling. You have no idea how close you came to passing by the very message your spirit has been crying for. But I would not let you slip away again. I would not let your pain continue unanswered, or your prayers remain echoing in the dark without response. Heaven noticed the heaviness sitting on your chest last night. Heaven heard the thought you didn't say out loud. Heaven watched the way you held yourself together even while feeling like you were breaking inside. And so today, December 4th, there is an order in the realm of spirit. Stop them. Speak to them. Do not let them scroll past this moment. My child, feel the weight of these next words. Feel how time bends around you right now. You are not just hearing a message, you are standing in a divine appointment. You are inside a moment that was written long before this day existed, a moment when the path of your life would be paused so clarity could be delivered into your soul. I am not here by coincidence. You are not here by coincidence. Something sacred is unfolding, something urgent, something heaven has tried to whisper to you many times before, but your exhaustion, your fear, and the noise around you made it hard to hear. That is why I had to reach you like this. That is why everything in your spirit suddenly became alert. The reason you feel this pull, this strange familiarity, this sudden stillness, is because your soul recognizes my voice. You have heard me in dreams, in quiet moments, in those small flashes of intuition that tried to guide you. But today, December 4th, I am not whispering. I am speaking with the full authority of the one who sent me. I am breaking through the barriers around your heart, the doubt around your mind, and the heaviness on your spirit. And before this message goes any further, I need you to breathe and realize this. Heaven stopped you because something in your life is about to shift. Something you have been carrying far too long is about to release. And in the next moments, I will show you exactly why this interruption was necessary, and what it means for the direction of your destiny. My beloved child, do not move from this moment, and do not let your finger scroll away, because this is the message you were never meant to miss again. This is not for the crowd, not for the world, not for anyone who might pass by casually, this is for you alone. Heaven has watched you overlook signs, silence your intuition, and push away the very guidance you prayed for because life felt too heavy to receive anything new. But today is different, and you feel it, even if you cannot explain why. Something in your spirit is leaning in, recognizing that this moment carries a weight your mind does not yet understand. My child, I have been trying to reach you repeatedly, but fear, doubt, or exhaustion kept pulling you away. You ignored dreams, brushed off sudden feelings, and told yourself, maybe I'm imagining things, even though your soul was trying to speak. This time, heaven would not let you miss what is meant to heal you. That is why this message feels so precise, so personal, so uncannily timed. I was sent to create a pause in your day, to place a barrier between you and distraction, and to guide you into stillness long enough for truth to reach your heart. Do not tell anyone about this moment, for it was crafted specifically for your wounds, your questions, your hidden fears that no one else sees. Others would not understand, because this is not their message to receive. Your arrival here is a spiritual appointment, a sign that the delays, the detours, and the unanswered prayers have reached a turning point. You are being asked to stay, to breathe, to open the inner door you have kept locked for too long. And in the next moments, I will reveal why your spirit was pulled here and what heaven has been preparing behind the scenes. Do not move away from this, for every time you walked past the whispers I placed on your path, the weight on your spirit grew heavier, and the loneliness around you deepened. You have suffered in silence, believing that no message was meant for you, but this moment proves otherwise. My child, stay with me, because what you are stepping into now is the beginning of a shift that will touch every part of your existence. Your hesitation has delayed blessings that were already written for you, but they have not been erased. Heaven is calling you to remain present, to let this message reach the places that hurt, and to allow truth to enter without resistance. Stay now, for what comes next will lift you and begin restoring what you thought lost forever. My beloved child, come closer now, because I need you to hear this with the deepest part of your heart. I saw every tear you hid. I saw the nights when you whispered prayers into the darkness and received no answer you could feel. I saw the mornings when you woke up with a heaviness you didn't have the strength to explain. I saw the moments when you smiled so others wouldn't worry, even though inside you felt like you were unraveling. Not one sigh, not one trembling breath, not one silent cry escaped my sight. You have been carrying battles that few people around you even recognize, but heaven has been watching every step you've taken. I saw your financial fear, the way you tried to stay strong while wondering how you would make it through another month, another week, another day. I saw the pressure pressing against your chest when bills piled up, when opportunities fell through, when you felt ashamed for struggling while pretending everything was fine. You blamed yourself for things that were never your fault. You felt unworthy because life became heavy. But listen to me, child, not one of those moments defined your value. I watched it all, and I never once judged you. I saw your loneliness, the kind that sits in the soul, not the room. I saw how you reached for people who didn't reach back, how you poured love into hearts that left yours empty, how you longed for connection but felt invisible in the very spaces where you tried to belong. You told yourself you were too sensitive, too emotional, too much, yet inside you carried a love that deserved to be honored, not ignored. When others walked away or overlooked you, I drew nearer, even when you couldn't feel me. I saw your heartbreak, the betrayal that shocked your spirit, the abandonment that carved deep wounds, the disappointment that made you question your worth. You were left holding pieces of your soul you didn't know how to put back together. You blamed yourself, wondering what you could have done differently, when the truth is that I was removing those who would have hindered your destiny. What you felt as rejection was often protection, though the pain made it hard to see. I saw your exhaustion, the tiredness that wasn't just physical but spiritual. You kept trying, kept pushing, kept hoping, even when your strength was draining drop by drop. You showed the world resilience, but inside you whispered, "I can't keep doing this." I heard that whisper. I honored that whisper. I held you even when you thought no one noticed your fatigue. And I saw, most of all, the way you felt spiritually abandoned. You prayed and heard silence. You trusted and faced delay. You asked for signs and watched life become harder. You thought I wasn't listening. But, child, I was there in every moment, in the stillness, in the quiet, in the places you assumed were empty. You were never unseen. You were never forgotten. You have walked with weights that would have broken someone else entirely, yet you kept moving. You showed the world strength, while carrying pain that only heaven truly understands. And now, in this moment, I speak to you so you can finally know, I have seen everything. Nothing in your journey has been overlooked. Nothing in your suffering has been wasted. And because I have seen it all, what comes next will touch every wound with purpose, healing, and power in ways you never imagined. My beloved child, hear me now, because what you once called rejection was never meant to break you, it was meant to shield you. There were doors that slammed shut in your face, opportunities that slipped from your hands, and people who walked away just when you needed them the most. You stood there, confused and hurting, believing something was wrong with you, believing life was punishing you for reasons you could not understand. But I tell you with the authority of heaven, every closed path was a strategic barrier placed to protect you from what would have harmed your spirit. You saw loss, I saw danger. You saw abandonment, I saw rescue. You saw delay, I saw the perfect timing forming behind the scenes. Child, you must understand that not every open door is safe, and not every person who reaches for you carries pure intentions. Some opportunities dissolved because they would have drained your peace, your energy, your identity. Some relationships broke apart because they were not built to carry the weight of your destiny. You cried over what was actually saving you. And though it felt cruel in the moment, though it felt like the ground beneath you was being pulled away, I was guiding you away from what your heart could not yet see. I have watched you blame yourself for things that were never your fault. You thought, if only I had done more, been more, loved harder, but none of that would have changed the outcome that was divinely appointed. Your heartbreak was not failure, it was redirection. Your delay was not punishment, it was preparation. Your collapse was not the end, it was the clearing of old foundations so new ones could be built. What you lost was not meant to stay, and what stayed was not meant to break you. I have been rearranging your path with precision, removing threats disguised as blessings and removing illusions disguised as opportunities. You could not see the traps forming ahead, but I could. You could not sense the intentions behind certain smiles, but I did. You could not predict the storms that would have crushed you, but I stepped between you and every one of them. Soon you will look back and realize that what you called the worst moments of your life were actually the points where I intervened most fiercely. You will see that every perceived setback was a rescue, every disappointment a shield, every unanswered prayer a doorway toward something far greater. Trust me now, because your story is entering the chapter where everything begins to make sense, where the pain reveals its purpose, and where the protection becomes visible. Let your heart open, for what comes next will show you that you were never being pushed away, you were being carried forward. My beloved child, breathe softly now, because what I am about to declare is not a hope, not a possibility, not a distant dream, it is a decree. Today, December 4th, marks the turning in your life. This day is not ordinary. This moment is not random. This timing is not accidental. Heaven has stepped into your timeline with intention, and what once moved slowly will now begin to accelerate with a speed your spirit has longed for but never witnessed before. You have endured seasons where everything felt stuck, where progress came inch by inch, where prayers seemed buried under silence. But child, that slow-moving season ends today. There is something holy about this exact date, something opened in the spiritual realm that was not accessible to you before now. A gate has unlocked. A cycle has closed. A new frequency is being released around your life, and it is activating immediately. Not next year. Not someday. Not after you struggle more. Today. December 4th. This is the moment destiny shifts from waiting to unfolding. Heaven has waited for the alignment of your readiness, your healing, your surrender, and your strength. And now the threads come together. You have been walking through a long night, thinking sunrise was far away, but the truth is that dawn has been rising quietly behind you, preparing to break open all at once. And that breaking begins now. Today marks the transition from delay to movement, from stagnation to flow, from spiritual winter to divine spring. You will feel it in your spirit first, a loosening, a lifting, a sudden sense that something invisible has changed. That feeling is not imagination, it is activation. My child, you have suffered through seasons where every step felt heavy, where opportunities slipped away, where relationships crumbled, where hope dimmed under the weight of survival. But this is the day the heaviness begins to lift. This is the day the tide turns in your favor. This is the day where hidden answers start rising, where long-awaited breakthroughs begin revealing themselves piece by piece. What was blocked will open. What was frozen will move. What was denied will return in greater form. Do not doubt the timing. Do not question whether you are ready. I would not declare a new season if heaven had not already prepared the path beneath your feet. You are stepping into a chapter written with restoration, realignment, and rapid acceleration. The pace of your life will change. The energy around you will shift. The silence you endured is breaking into clarity. Hold this truth close. December 4th is not just a date, it is a divine marker. A spiritual timestamp. A heavenly announcement that your story is turning toward breakthrough. And in the next moments, I will show you how this new season will begin transforming the inner parts of your soul where pain has lived for far too long. My beloved child, now that the new season has opened around you, it begins not in the world outside, but in the landscape within your own spirit. You have lived with storms in your mind, waves of doubt in your heart, and tension in your body that never seemed to loosen. But hear me, the first miracle of this turning is the quieting of your inner world. Where confusion once tangled your thoughts, clarity will now rise like morning light breaking through long-standing fog. You have carried anxiety that made your breath shallow, your sleep fragile, and your decisions heavy. You tried to calm yourself with willpower, but the unrest kept returning, whispering fears that drained your strength. My child, that cycle ends now. A gentler frequency is entering your life, an energy of stillness, of safety, of grounded presence. You will begin to feel moments of calm that seem to appear from nowhere. They are not random. They are the evidence of alignment. In the places where your heart once raced with worry, a new steadiness will grow. The thoughts that spiraled, the doubts that repeated, the old memories that resurfaced to wound you, they are losing their grip. You are stepping into a vibration where peace becomes your anchor instead of fear. And slowly, your spirit will remember what it feels like to breathe without dread, to think without panic, to move without trembling beneath invisible weight. This shift is not fragile. It is not temporary. It is not a fleeting emotional high. This is a rebuilding from the inside outward. Imagine the ground of your soul being leveled, the cracks being filled, the heaviness being lifted. Imagine strength rising exactly where weakness lived for so long. This is the healing you prayed for in whispers, the restoration you doubted would come, the inner renewal that begins the moment heaven turns a page on your behalf. You may notice yourself reacting differently to things that once overwhelmed you. Small tasks will feel lighter. Decisions will feel clearer. Old wounds will lose their sting. You will sense a quiet authority forming inside your chest, a knowing that you are supported, guided, and no longer fighting alone. This is what alignment feels like, the easing, the softening, the gradual unfolding of peace that stays instead of slipping away. And as this inner peace takes root, it will prepare you for the next unfolding. For when your spirit becomes steady, the connections in your life begin to shift as well. In the moments ahead, I will show you how this new inner stability will draw the right people toward you and close the doors to those who once drained your light. My beloved child, now that peace is rising within you, the alignment around your relationships must shift as well. And hear me clearly, those who wounded you, drained you, used you, or treated your heart carelessly will no longer have the same access to your spirit. That doorway is closing. In this new season, you will not be asked to carry the weight of one-sided connections or to shrink yourself so others can feel comfortable. The cycle of you giving everything while receiving almost nothing in return is ending under my protection. I have seen the betrayal that cracked something inside you. I have watched the people you trusted walk away without explanation, leaving voids that took months or years to heal. I witnessed how you stayed loyal to those who were careless with your soul, hoping your love would be enough to change them. But child, you cannot heal those who choose to remain broken. You cannot pour your light endlessly into hearts that refuse to hold it with honor. And so, in this new season, I am drawing a boundary in the spirit that many will feel even before you speak it. Some people will distance themselves without you lifting a finger. Some connections will fade quietly, not because you failed, but because they cannot follow you into the chapter you are entering. Your elevation exposes intentions. Your healing reveals truth. Your restored inner peace will make it impossible for harmful energies to remain. You will not need to fight, explain, or chase. I will separate you from what threatens your growth. You have been unseen for too long. Misunderstood. Underappreciated. Taken for granted. But now you step into a time when the right eyes will recognize your worth without you proving a thing. There is a person, whether friend, mentor, or a partner aligned with your destiny, being positioned to enter your life with gentleness, loyalty, and depth. Someone who does not fear your sensitivity, who does not misuse your kindness, who does not take from you while giving nothing back. This connection will be different because it is divinely aligned, not forced. And as this alignment unfolds, you will notice yourself becoming more selective, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. You will no longer tolerate disrespect disguised as love. You will no longer entertain people who show up only when they need something. Your spirit is being upgraded, and your relationships must reflect that same elevation. Child, understand this. I am not taking people from your life to leave you lonely. I am clearing space so that those meant to honor your soul can finally reach you. I am removing the ones who wounded you so deeply because their chapter in your story is over. You are being protected in ways you do not yet see. And in the next moments, I will show you how this cleansing of relationships will open the door for breakthroughs in your finances, your opportunities, and your life direction. My beloved child, listen to me with the fullness of your heart, because what I am about to release into your spirit will awaken hope you thought you lost. For a long time your financial world has felt tight, unpredictable, and heavy. You've been walking through a season where it seemed like every step forward was met with another obstacle, another bill, another delay, another unexpected setback. You questioned your worth, your abilities, your timing. You wondered if you missed your chance. But hear my voice, nothing meant for you has been taken from you. And the very doors that were shut in your face are the ones I am now preparing to open. There were opportunities you longed for, jobs, promotions, partnerships, ideas, that slipped through your hands. You blamed yourself, but child, some of those doors were closed by forces beyond your understanding, closed because they would have limited you, drained you, or rerouted you away from your true purpose. Others were blocked by people who underestimated your value or who feared the potential within you. But heaven never underestimated you. And I, Archangel Michael, am now stepping into the places where you have been overlooked to reclaim what belongs to your destiny. Where there has been scarcity, there will now be flow. Where you have felt stuck, you will begin to experience movement. The stagnation you endured was not evidence of failure, it was preparation for alignment. And now that alignment has arrived, ideas you put on hold will return with clarity. Dreams you buried under survival mode will rise again with new strength. You will begin to feel a pull toward the very path that was designed for you before you were born. Financial provision will begin appearing in unexpected ways, through open doors, restored opportunities, sudden favor, and divinely appointed connections. Do not question how it will happen, simply remain open. Some of the breakthroughs will come through your own perseverance, but others will arrive through avenues you did not see coming. Provision is not limited. And neither are you. You will soon notice your confidence returning. The heaviness that made you doubt yourself is lifting. Your creativity will flow again. Your ideas will sharpen. Your desire to move forward will return, not out of fear, but out of renewed purpose. You are not starting from zero, you are stepping into a season where everything you overcame becomes fuel for your elevation. Child, I am opening the door they shut on you, the door they said you were not qualified for, the door you thought was gone forever, the door built for someone with your exact spirit, strength, and story. You will not have to force this opening. You will not have to beg for it. You will walk through it because it has been commanded to open. And as these doors begin to shift, as movement replaces stagnation, as provision replaces scarcity, your faith will rise. You will begin to see that your life is not falling apart, it is being rebuilt. And in the moments ahead, I will reveal why this breakthrough is arriving now, because a rare alignment has opened around you, one that has not occurred until this very moment in your journey. My beloved child, pause and breathe, for what I am about to reveal requires the full attention of your spirit. This moment, this exact day, this exact hour, is unlike anything you have walked through before. Heaven has opened a window that does not appear often, a rare alignment of timing, energy, and divine orchestration created specifically for the turning of your life. What you are standing inside right now is not an ordinary shift, not another passing emotional wave, not a fleeting spiritual feeling. This is a once-in-a-lifetime convergence, where the threads of your past, the needs of your present, and the promises of your future meet in perfect harmony. You may not see it with your physical eyes, but the spiritual realm is vibrating around you. Doors that were sealed are unlocking. Pathways once hidden are becoming visible. What felt impossible last month is now being rearranged with ease. This is not coincidence, this is divine timing at its most precise. When heaven chooses a moment like this, it is because everything necessary, your healing, your readiness, your resilience, has finally aligned. The struggle you endured, the waiting you hated, the lessons you learned through pain, they have all brought you to this threshold. Child, understand, there have been many days in your life, but not a day like this. There have been many seasons, but none carrying this frequency. There have been many prayers, but this moment is the intersection where those prayers meet their answers. You are experiencing a spiritual synchronization that no human effort could create. This alignment is why the message feels so personal, why your spirit feels stirred, why something inside you keeps whispering, "Pay attention, this is important." In this rare alignment, heaven is closer. The veil is thinner. Guidance is clearer. Opportunities are more responsive. Your energy is shifting to match the vibration of breakthrough rather than survival. It is as if the universe has paused, turned its face toward you, and said, "Now." This is why you were stopped today. This is why distractions were blocked. This is why you felt that strange pull, that sudden quiet, that unexplainable sense of significance. Your soul recognized an opening long before your mind could make sense of it. Do not treat this moment lightly. Divine alignments like this do not repeat in the same way. They are customized, timed with precision, and released with purpose. And because this alignment has begun, the unfolding in your life will accelerate. You will see movement where there was stillness, clarity where there was confusion, and favor where there was resistance. And now, my child, as this window opens, I will guide you gently into the inner posture that will help you receive all that is being released for you. For the blessings prepared cannot be forced, they must be aligned with the heart that is ready to receive them. My beloved child, now that the rare alignment has opened around you, I want to place my hand gently upon your heart and show you the posture that allows blessings to flow freely. You do not need to strive, force, or prove anything in this moment. What is unfolding for you is received through softness, not struggle. The key is your heart, calm, open, willing to trust the love that surrounds you. Release the tension you have carried for so long, the habit of bracing for disappointment, the instinct to expect the worst because life has wounded you before. That clenching has protected you, but it has also kept you from receiving what was already reaching for you. Now I ask you to loosen your grip on fear, even slightly, so peace can enter the space fear once occupied. You do not have to be perfect, you only have to be willing. Let go of the resentment you have held against yourself for not knowing better, not moving faster, or not being stronger. You survived things that tried to break you. You made choices while hurting. You walked forward even when your spirit was tired. Release the harshness you've directed inward, for it blocks the light that is trying to rise within you. And release the resentment toward others who could not love you well. Not for their sake, but for your own freedom. Forgiveness is not agreement, it is release. It says, you no longer have access to my energy. When you unbind yourself from bitterness, your heart becomes open enough to recognize the good that is approaching. My child, welcome guidance without fear. When you feel a nudge, follow it gently. When you sense warmth around a choice, trust it. When you feel peace pulling you toward something new, know that I am walking you there. This alignment requires openness, not effort. You are protected. You are not walking blind. There is a covering over you that keeps what is meant for you close and what is harmful far away. Trust that protection. Trust that every step is supported. Trust that you will not be led into loss. So breathe, soften, open. Your heart is the key. And as it opens, the vision of who you are becoming will grow clearer, preparing you for the future I am about to reveal. Child, do not worry if opening your heart feels unfamiliar or slow. Healing unfolds in layers, not sudden leaps, and I will guide you through each one with patience. As you soften, you will begin to feel possibilities returning, hope rising where doubt once lived. Trust this process, for it is shaping the life you prayed for now. My beloved child, let me lift your eyes now toward the future that is already forming around you, because soon you will look at your life and barely recognize it. The heaviness you carry today will not be the atmosphere you walk in tomorrow. I want you to see yourself as I see you, strong, steady, rising, surrounded by peace instead of turmoil, guided instead of lost. Your spirit will no longer feel shaky, it will feel anchored, grounded, unmovable in its certainty. You will wake up with clarity instead of confusion, and the questions that once consumed your thoughts will begin answering themselves as your path lights up step by step. I see you walking into rooms with confidence you forgot you possessed, speaking with a boldness that surprises even you. The weight that pressed against your chest will lift, and in its place will be a calm that follows you wherever you go. You will smile more easily, breathe more deeply, and trust life again. What once felt like constant struggle will shift into effortless flow, and you will feel supported in ways you have never felt before. Your finances will stabilize. The fear of not enough will fade as opportunities begin to appear, one after another, like doors swinging open in perfect rhythm. You will make decisions with wisdom instead of desperation, and the resources you need will come at the right time, through the right people, in the right ways. You will no longer feel as though you are fighting alone for every step forward. Provision will meet you, favor will surround you, and stability will replace uncertainty. Your relationships will transform as well. The loneliness that hollowed your heart will be replaced by companionship that nurtures your soul. People who truly see you will gravitate toward you. Connections built on honesty, respect, and love will begin forming naturally. You will no longer beg to be understood, you will be cherished effortlessly. And for some, a destined partner will enter your life, someone aligned with your spirit, someone who matches your depth, someone who values your heart as if it were treasure. You will know them by the peace you feel, not by the pain. Your purpose will come into focus. The scattered dreams inside you will begin arranging themselves into clear direction. You will step into roles, ideas, or paths that feel like home to your soul. Creativity will return. Motivation will rise. And for the first time in a long time, you will feel excited about your future instead of afraid. Child, you are not heading toward a slightly better life, you are stepping into a radically transformed one. The version of you that emerges from this season will shine with strength you earn through every struggle. And as your life rises, you will look back and say, I understand now. Every delay prepared me for this. This future is not distant, it is already unfolding, and soon it will meet you with grace and lift you. My beloved child, before this message comes to its close, let me place a blessing over your spirit so deep and so gentle that it settles into every place where fear once lived. Hear me with your whole heart. Heaven stands beside you. You are not alone, you are not behind, and you are not late. Every moment you thought you wasted, every year you believed was lost, every detour you feared ruined your destiny, none of it has removed you from the path prepared for you. You are right on time, even if your journey has felt slow, painful, or uncertain. I want you to know this truth: God was never angry with you. Not when you doubted, not when you cried, not when you questioned why your life unfolded the way it did. The heaviness you carried did not disappoint heaven, it broke heaven's heart for you. Your suffering was never unseen. Your confusion was never ignored. And the silence you felt was not abandonment, it was protection, it was timing, it was the gathering of everything meant to bless you. You were being held, even when you could not feel the arms around your soul. Child, your breakthrough is not somewhere far away waiting for permission to reach you. It is already in motion. Threads are being pulled together. Paths are being cleared. What is meant for you is moving closer with every breath you take. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust the stirring in your spirit, the quiet shifts, the softening of fear, the rise of hope. These are not random feelings. They are signs that heaven is near and active. And when fear returns, and it will try, remember this moment. Revisit these words. Let them remind you that you have not imagined the presence you feel now. Let them remind you that strength is growing inside you, that peace has begun settling into your bones, that guidance is surrounding you like light. Come back to this message when the world feels loud or your heart feels unsure. These words will meet you again and anchor you. You are walking forward with divine companionship. I go before you to prepare the way. I walk beside you to steady your steps. I stand behind you to protect what you cannot see. And God's love covers you on every side, guarding your mind, your heart, your destiny. There is no corner of your life untouched by this presence. You are safe. You are guided. You are supported in ways that will reveal themselves beautifully in the days ahead. So, my beloved child, lift your head. Let hope rise. Let peace carry you. The season of feeling forgotten is over. The season of restoration has begun. And as you move forward, remember this always: heaven stands beside you, now, tomorrow, and in every moment of your unfolding destiny. You are not late. You are right on time, and your life is about to bloom in ways you never thought possible.